Commiserations first on the results on Wednesday evening. A difficult night for you all, particularly difficult for Allan, of course. From his point of view, is he in a mindset where you would have to think twice about playing him tomorrow? Or is he in the mindset where he's exactly where you want him to be to play tomorrow with that determination and frustration to put things right?
Well, as you said, we all had the disappointment of Wednesday's game, the result of it, and of course Aaron as well. He was very down after the game. Also yesterday still, so we needed to lift him up. We need to lift up every player in the squad, but. We are focusing now on the final, and we have to take the loss as a team. We have to support each other as a Rangers family, and make sure we are ready for the game tomorrow to play the final against Hearts. But yeah, obviously Aaron is very down, but we are lifting him up, and he has all my support, all the support of his teammates, and I'm sure he will feel the same support in the stadium tomorrow when the fans will also welcome him and my team.
Hi, Giovanni. Can you just talk me through the fitness of the squad at the moment after the game? Obviously a tight turnaround after the match in Spain, going the full distance as you've done many times this season, and particularly obviously those forward options. Joe Rebo looked like he gave it his absolute all, everything he had in the tank, and Kimo obviously came on for the final sort of phases of the game. Can you just talk us through where the squad's at the minute?
Yeah, well, we had a tough game also because we played 120 minutes in very difficult circumstances, with the warmth. But it took a lot out of us. But we had a good recovery today. All players who were involved on Thursday, except Borna is not available for tomorrow. All the other players who started or were involved in the squad are also available for tomorrow.
Thanks, Nick. Good afternoon, Giovanni. Kelvin Bassy earning a lot of plaudits for his performance in the final. There's reported interest this morning. How impressed were you with his performance in the final, and how much would you like him to stay at Ibrox for a long time?
Well, I was very impressed with his performances. I think Kelvin is playing really well in the last couple of months. I think his development as a player, as a person, is amazing to see. I love working with him, and if you see the games he played, especially in Europe, semi-final, quarterfinals, also the final, he played really well. So I'm really happy for him because it will benefit his development as a player. He's still young, he's 22, but he's very open to advice. He wants to be stronger and better every day. So for me, it's ideal for me to work with him, and of course, I want to work as long as possible with Kelvin. But if you have these performances in Europe, then you will get attention. But I hope to see him for as long as possible in my team.
Hi, good afternoon, Giovanni. I was going to ask you a wee bit on your team selection tomorrow, and obviously not asking you for any giveaways on who you might select. But if it came to regarding Alex Lowry, he's been very good for you in the small cameos that he's played. Would you consider him tomorrow, and would you be excited to see him play tomorrow at Hampden if he gets a chance and opportunity?
Well, I'm excited to see all my players play tomorrow. But as you said, Alex is of course, a big talent for us. Who his breakthrough was this year, and hopefully he can extend that development as well. He started some games in the last weeks, but the prospect of him getting stronger and stronger is also pushing me to help him. And he will be in the squad tomorrow, and hopefully he can also play a part in this game.
Hi, Giovanni. How much, obviously you had a very mentally and physically demanding game on Wednesday night, but you've been in this position before this season, and then you beat Celtic in the Scottish Cup semi-final, taken to extra time by Braga. How much confidence does your performances after these kind of European occasions give you going into the final?
Well, I have a lot of confidence in my team, their ability to regroup and to recover from big games. Of course, the final was a big game for us. We didn't have the outcome we wanted, but I think overall it was a good experience for my team to play in such a big game. It's part of the game when you are in finals, especially in Europe, that you come so far, and even though you're very close in achieving silverware, the disappointment will be very big. All the big teams in Europe who play in Champions League finals, Europa League finals, there can only be one winner, and a big team is losing. So. But we have to said we have another game tomorrow, a very important game, because it can mean that we win silverware this season. That's what we want. That's our aim and also our focus now. And I have full confidence that my team will be ready tomorrow when the whistle goes.
Hi Gio, obviously throughout the Scottish Cup campaign you've gone with John McLaughlin in goals. I just wonder if you're going to stick with that decision tomorrow, and if so, is that difficult decision given the uncertainty over whether Allan will continue?
Well, it's I've started John in the cup campaign this year. I think he did really well in all the games we played. Especially as well in the semi-final against Celtic, and so for me, it would be change to change him. So now we gave him the confidence in the cup competition. So he will still have the confidence tomorrow from me, from my staff, and it's a difficult one because Allan, of course, is our number one goalkeeper, but he was very thoughtful and could totally understand that we are playing John in the cup competition. So Allan will push John and will guide him as well and support him tomorrow.
Hi Giovanni, is it your understanding that this will be Connor Goldson's final game for the club, or has he intimated to you any intention of coming back for next season? And given what you've just said about Joe McLaughlin and Allan McGregor, do you believe that Allan has played his last game for the club, or is there an idea between the two of you to ensure that he comes back for next season too?
Well, with Allan, we agreed, and also with Ross Wilson, to speak after the season. And regarding Connor, we've the club has been in talks with him to extend his contract. So far, he didn't extend it, but the chance that he will be still a Rangers player tomorrow. Think will be small, but as I said, and also I would love to have Connor in the team next year. But as you see quite a lot, when players get out of contract, there are two possibilities to keep playing for Rangers, or to move on and maybe to have another challenge. But I still have in my mind that he will be part of Rangers next year. If that's my feeling or the reality, we have to watch in the coming weeks. But I think Connor has been amazing for this team in all these years. He's a Rangers player, and if it will be his last game tomorrow, I don't know right now.
I just wanted to ask you about Liverpool. As you know, are fighting on all fronts, and they employ a system called Zone 7, which has reduced their injuries by a third this season. Do you have any computer programs or anything like that manage you through these congestion games?
Well, we use a lot of data. Of course, we can measure a lot of things in football right now. The load of players, the high distance runs. So we are also using software to see where we can help players, or we need to be careful. I think it's a direction where every club, every team is going. I think it's getting more important, especially with the load of games we had this season. We played one of the most games in Europe, and some of my players they play the most minutes of all players in Europe as well. So I think it's very important, to help players as well with the use of data in your medical department. So yes, we also use data to help our players improve and make sure we're not overloading them with minutes they play.